So today I'm going to be showing you guys a card trick that you could do anytime, anywhere. For this particular trick, I'm going to be using this deck of bicycle cards. So we just need to, God damn it. It's not even funny. It's not even a fucking funny gag. I just have 9,000 thumb tips. Whatever. Alright, so this trick actually makes use of the extra cards that come with every single bicycle deck. See, ordinary people would just throw them away, but not me. Not PigCake. I make use of these fucking useless cards. So we don't even need the box. All we need are these two cards. So we just gotta, God damn it, new cards. Alright, so we just gotta pick them off, and I show you. In fact, there's actually nothing hiding behind any one of these extra cards. You could even drop them on the table and there's still nothing behind it. But once we make a magical pass and we squeeze them together, we actually get something special. That's right, a silver $50. What? And that's not the only thing these cards hide. Look, don't worry, I'll show you. There's nothing hiding between it. But once we put them together and we make the magical squeeze, what do we got in here? We got one of these. Yeah. But look, we can actually put it right back where we found it, and it disappears. So now we're set for this magical journey we got in front of us. So all we need is a deck of cards that could of course be shuffled, and a fucking horn that doesn't stop ringing. There you go. So this deck could be shuffled and cut and mixed to anyone's heart's content. It could even be borrowed. The coin could also be borrowed as well, but I prefer to make it appear magically. So once the Hindus are done shuffling your deck, you have a card selected. In this case, it's the Ace of Spades. This card gets controlled right to the top. I mean, shuffled deeply into the deck. So then after the cards are mixed and shuffled to your heart's content, you show that the card's not on top or on bottom, but your lucky magical coin is going to find that card. How? Well, we flip it and it lands somewhere in the deck. And of course, if we look inside of the deck, we find the coin. And what's the card hiding right underneath the coin? But the card that they just selected. At this point, you could reward the coin with a nice little hand job. Gay transition! So for this trick, you're going to need to pull some hose and get a coin and some extra cards. And let me get the other one over here. There you go, right there. And a box, and we are good to go. So all we need here is the coin in your pocket, assuming that we're going to make it magically appear later. The box, of course, with the cards all in it. The extra cards go on the face or on top, wherever they're easily accessible. That goes in the box, and that goes also in your pocket, and you're ready to start. So you take the cards out of the pocket, you take them out of the box, you show that these true extra magical cards will help you out. So you put the box away. That's when you take that opportunity to palm your coin in finger palm, and you bring your hand out naturally, of course, not like you had some sort of seizure. After they are done looking at the extra card, you put it in your left hand, covering the coin you have palmed there, of course. So what's going to happen is you're going to steal this coin off in your right hand by pinching it underneath with your fingers as you transfer it over to the right hand, just like that. So then you pick up the other card, and you're going to be ready to show them front and back with a little move that usually is done on matrix routines. So for this, you're just going to be holding the coin underneath, and you're just going to slide it over your fingertips as you show the cards forward and backwards. It should go without saying that you are showing the card without the coin underneath. So if the coin is under my right hand, I'll be showing my left hand. If the coin is under my left hand, I'll be showing the right hand card. But ultimately, when you want to be able to produce the coin, you're just going to slide that over to the right hand and sandwich the coin in the middle between both cards. So one more time, the coin is in the left hand, you transfer it over to the right hand, and now you're ready to have it sandwiched and produced between both cards. Now, as far as the production of the middle finger goes, we're just going to have the same motion. You're going to show both cards to have nothing underneath, and then you're going to slide them over, and you're going to put your hand between the cards. You're going to take this opportunity to drop the forefinger first. I'll show you how that looks. There you go. And then you're going to drop the other fingers and just show your middle finger and reveal it to them magically. So let me just do this one more time. You put your hand in between the cards after showing them empty, and then you just produce the middle finger. So that's the Die Vernon middle finger production trick. Now we can actually carry on to the rest of it, where you have a card selected. Of course, the cards could be shuffled beforehand, but at this point you spread them out and you have a card selected, such as the 3 of clubs. In this case, you have a pinky break above this card. One useful tip for this is that if you have extra thumb tips laying around, you could just slide it on your pinky when they're not looking, so that when they do select a card, in this case it would be the Jack of Spades, you could actually just leave the thumb tip inside of the deck This way you can put the cards on the table and maintain the break in a natural and indetectable fashion. So at this point, what you could do is that when you want to regain control, you just palm off the thumb tip like so as you squeeze the cards, and then as you put them in your right hand, you do the Edward Victor pass right there. I hope you guys caught that. You ditch, you go south with the thumb tip, and you are ready with the card right on top. Or you could just have the card in the middle and get a double undercut to control it to the top, maybe do a milk shuffle, whatever it is that you want. When the card is on top, I like doing a double lift by just lifting up the back. This is 2 cards. So for this, there's no break or get ready. There's no pinky break. You're just by feel picking up 2 cards. This takes practice, of course. So you're just picking up 2 cards from the back. Show the cards not on top, show the cards not on bottom, and you're ready to continue with the next part of the trick. So the best way to practice this first part is by flipping up a coin and catching it. Fucking autistic. God damn it. Okay, so by catching it, and then eventually you could start trying to land it on top of the deck. It doesn't matter if you miss the deck at first. What matters is that you're shooting the coin up and it hitting the deck at least in the same general direction. So then afterwards, we'll leave the card face up. You're going to need to also combine this with a Charlie Air cut, which looks like that. Let me just go over that briefly. So for this, you're holding the deck in this weird Spider-Man grip with the cards all the way on top. You're going to use your thumb back here to let some cards fall from the back. You're going to use your forefinger and your pinky to make sure the cards don't fall and lift the cards up and above the packet so that when the coin lands, you could just sandwich it between both packets and you have made a miracle happen. So for this, don't think you are autistic just because you're not able to do this on the first shot. Of course, you're going to be dropping the coin a lot. You're going to be messing up. You might not catch the coin in between the right card, but eventually you're going to be able to flip the coin and catch it in between both halves every single time. So that's pretty much a trick. You do the Charlier cut, you throw the coin in there, and then at that point you could reveal that in fact the coin landed to one card in particular, and it's the card that they picked, whatever it is that may be. If you have a gigantic dick, you could do the muscle pass if you know how to do that, so that instead of flipping the coin, you can actually get to the point where you're going to reveal the card, you have the coin, and then you do the muscle pass into the deck. That looks 10 times more impressive, and then at that point you can show that the card has been found by the coin. And if you don't have a dick, a cool tip you could do is that if you have some extra thumb tips laying around, all you got to do is just hold it in the position where your dick would be, and it actually looks like a little tiny dick. So look, let me show you. All you got to do is just, let me just adjust it here. So you get the thumb tip like this, and then you just hold it where your cock would be, and it looks like you got a little fucking dick there. This is a fantastic trick for the boys at Illusionist that don't have dicks.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.